There are still places in the world where the small family farm is a way of life. In most cases, it's a lifestyle that is richly cherished. But life on a small cattle ranch can also be incredibly hard. When Joshua Holquist lost his wife, the ranch they had hoped would be their future became instead only a burden for Josh and his daughter Sherry. Sherry understood. It takes time to build up a big enough herd to really pay off. She did her part without complaining.
Anything interesting happen at school today?
Not really. We just got a lot of homework.
I'll try to help you after we do the dishes, okay?
That's okay, Dad.
One good year and we'll have enough for college. I can do that for you. Would you like that?
I sure would.
This just might be the year.
Sherry did well in school in spite of her long work days on the ranch. Some people say you appreciate what you have to work for. Whatever the reason, Sherry loved school, and with her dad's help, they always found a way to get both the ranch work and the homework done. It wasn't always easy for Sherry. Like most young girls, she would have preferred to come home and just knock around, listen to some music maybe before starting on her homework. Instead, she'd have to make sure there was hay for the cattle and help with the evening milking. Then there was supper to fix. It would be well after dark before she cracked the first book. Sherry knew what had to be done, and she set about doing it, just the way she had so many times before. But tonight, everything would be different. Tonight, she would be part of a miracle. When Sherry pulled up to the pasture gate, it took a moment for her to notice that the cattle were gone. The lush-looking grasses of the marsh were just too inviting for the cattle that had spent the winter on hay. They had broken out and were grazing their way to certain death. Sherry knew that if the cattle strayed too far into that marsh, there would be no way of getting them out. Her heart sank. It had just been in the last few months that she'd seen her father start to smile again. The loss of her mother had hit him hard, and they were just beginning to get back on top. Sherry felt that losing the cattle now would be too much for him. She had to get them back for his sake. It was beginning to look like she was going to get them all back into the pasture. Just a few head were still ignoring her. She started after them. Young Sherry Holquist was now trapped. Her father wouldn't even begin to look for her until milking time. And by then, it would be too late.
Please help me.
Hi there. Need some help?
I sure do.
The young man who offered his help was someone Sherry had never seen before. He could not have been more than 18 or 19 years old, and yet he seemed to know the marsh extremely well.
You'll have to move your cattle out of here. These bogs are dangerous.
I was trying to get them back in their pens. How do you know this marsh so well? What's your name?
My name's Jerry. I live nearby.
I thought I knew all the neighbors.
You'll have to get that fence fixed as soon as you can. And here. It'll help you get wherever you need to go.
You saved my life. By the way, do you... Dad, are you home?
What in the world happened to you? All right, honey, I'm here. What's wrong?
The gate fell open and the cattle wandered into the marsh. I went in after him, but I fell in the bog.
You could have gotten killed out there.
I knew if they wandered too far into the marsh, we'd lose them, and we can't afford that.
Honey, all the cattle in the world aren't worth risking your life. I don't know what I'd do without you. What the hell is that?
Jerry gave it to me.
Jerry who?
He's our neighbor, I guess. He showed up out of nowhere and saved my life. He pulled me out of the marsh like I was a feather.
So where is this strong man?
Well, when I was going to invite him over to thank him, he vanished. But he gave me this staff.
I'm going to take this over to Natalie at her antique store. She knows everybody in the area. Maybe she can help us find your friend.
Sherry was eager to find the young man who had helped her, and the staff was their only clue. But neither Sherry nor her father were prepared for the answer to the mystery.
Where did you get this?
A young guy named Jerry gave it to me out in the marsh. He told me I could keep it.
In the marsh, you say?
Yeah, why?
I'll be right back.
I think she's...
You remember the Harness family? They lived close by to you about 20-some years ago.
Not vaguely. They moved away after their boy... I remember now. The Hannas moved away right after their son Jerry got lost in the marsh. And look here. They never found his body.
He took his dad with him to look for his dog, but he never returned.
That's him, Daddy, I swear it. He told me his name was Jerry. He came and saved me. He saved my life.
Sherry's great love for her father and her desire to shield him from any more pain, and Joshua's love for his daughter and her future well-being combined somehow to bring something from beyond, a miracle to help them in their moment of need. And Jerry Hanna left behind a message for all of us, a reminder that miracles do happen.